But there's one little problem that we've seen, is if you don't really know what speed you're going at, you don't know if you're going all the way at full speed or not unless you press it a bunch of times. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the LEDs to let us know how fast we are actually moving. So we'll go ahead and get started on adding that in. Hopefully you guys used the LEDs before. We're going to be using LEDs 11 through 18. And the first thing we need to go through is in the setup, we need to tell it that we're using them. So we need to tell it that pin 11 is going to be an output, 12 all the way down through 18. So this way that it knows how to set them up. So here, let's put in all our LED pin numbers. So if you think about this, this looks kind of like the top of your board. If you imagine each one of these numbers here is one of your LEDs. So what we're going to do for controlling how, letting you know what speed it's at and all that, is we'll start by lining up these middle 4. And that'll be kind of your baseline middle speed. And if you speed up, then we'll light up the next ones on the outside of that, and you speed up again, we light up the next set. Then if you slow down, then we light up one fewer, so on and so forth down the line. So that's how we're going to let you know what speed you're at. So you'll have 4 different speeds that you can have it run at. So to get started on it, since we're starting out at speed 50, that'll be these first 3 lit up. We're going to go ahead and turn on those first 4. So there we go. So now we've turned on the middle 4. Now we need to actually adjust it as we go on through our code. So down in our loop down here, where we're speeding up and slowing down, we need to turn off some more of the LEDs. But we need to know which ones we're turning off. So what we're going to do is we're going to create 2 variables that will keep track of which ones are lit up and which ones aren't. So we're going to call them, we're going to create 2 variables that keep track of that. And we're going to call them speed meter L for the left one and speed meter right for the right one. And since we're starting out with 13 and 16 being our outside ones that are lit up, we're going to save it to those. So currently we have these ones lit up, and we're saving for the left one 13 and for the right one 16. Then what we're going to have our program do is when we speed up, we're going to change those variables we just created to being 12 and 17, and then we're going to tell it to turn those 2 on. By doing that, it'll have all of these here lit up. Then if you speed up again, it'll move it out 1, so it'll go to 11 and 18, light them up, they're all lit. So that's how we're going to go through and write our code for speeding up. So the code for that will look something like this. So this line right here will move the left one to the left one, so that moves it out 1, and the right one to the right, moving it out. And then we'll turn on those LEDs. So we'll start out with left being 13 and right being 16. Then we move left one and right one, so it'll be 12 and 17. Then we can turn on those LEDs, and now we've got the next set of LEDs lit up. And then we can keep going through doing this, and it'll keep lining up each next set of LEDs. Now let's think about the slowing down ones. Let's say we already speeded up one, so we're looking at 12 and 17 right now. Now if we slow down, what we need to do is we need to turn off the ones that we need to turn off 12 and 17, so that way only these ones are lit. But then we need to change those variables so that way they're not don't have 12 and 17 in them anymore. So we need to move them in 1, so saying 13 and 16. Then if we do that one more time, it'll turn off the outer 2 LEDs and then move the variables so that we're looking at these 2. So the code for that will look similar to this, but it's actually going to be reverse the orders. We're going to first turn off the LEDs, and then we'll go through and move which ones they're looking at. So now we should have our program so that it turns off the outer 2 LEDs, and then moves the left one to the right and the right one to the left, so it moves them inwards 1. And then when we come back through, we can turn off those and move in, and it'll keep going through. So now we should have a program that can let you remote control your robot, adjust the speed that it's moving at, and have LEDs that tell you how fast you're moving. Hope you guys learned something. Thank you for watching.